everyone, welcome to Wednesday's live stream. As always, this is going to be a live show and we will be chatting. There will be a replay option for the live chat down below, so you can follow along if you're watching the playback. Also, if you're watching the playback, feel free to skip ahead to where we get started, because we will spend the first few minutes saying hi to everybody. Just trying to get my chat up here. Miss Lilo, what are you doing? I also apologize if you hear my little mister coughing in the background. He's feeling quite a bit better, but not 100% yet. So just wait for a few people to join before getting started. Are those birdies teasing you? Yeah? Hi, Dash. Thanks for joining, sweetheart. How are you doing today? You're moving my camera with your flicky tail, miss. Hi, Robin. Hope you're doing well today. That's good to hear, Dash. I'm good too, thanks. Definitely can't complain too much. Now that we've got a lot of our holiday stuff done, things are slowing down for now. Slowing down for now. Probably won't take long for things to pick back up, though. Okay, you need to lay down. Come on. Thank you. Good girl. Are you saying hi to yourself, Robin? Hi, Jody. How are you doing today, sweetheart? I didn't know that, Dash. Definitely won't be giving our pup any of that then. Oh, well, I'm glad to hear it's almost over. I'm hoping my little one's cough goes away by Friday, or at least is a lot less, because he's got preschool Friday and I'm supposed to go in and help out with that class. I actually spent 2 hours last night making these. It's a whole bunch of little snowflakes that they're going to decorate in class, so that was fun. Me and his teacher have been planning that for a while now, so I'm pretty excited. Hi, Star. Thanks for joining, sweetheart. I hope you're doing good. Thanks, Jody. His fever's gone. He's definitely feeling a lot better. He's just a little bit whiny still and has a little bit of a dry cough. Thankfully, we took him to the doctor on, I think it was, Monday, after my stream there. I was a little bit worried that he would get strep throat or tonsillitis because he's usually pretty prone to it, but thankfully just a nasty cold. Yeah, it's fun, Dash. I love his preschool. They're pretty awesome. Okay. So again, we're going to be working in Johanna Basford's Johanna's Christmas, and I'm hoping to be able to get this done today, but we will see. I'm still not sure what I want to do with the background yet. Oh, that sounds pretty neat. I get to run the snowflake station because it was my idea. I don't know why I picked that, because Mrs. Bruce, his teacher, decided that they're going to use glitter to decorate the snowflakes. So I know firsthand how much fun cleaning glitter is with myself, who tries to be neat. Can't imagine how it's going to be with a bunch of 3 and 4-year-olds. Oh, that's so cute. Farmer Christmas. I love that. Hello, Mr. Sanford. I was eyeing your cookie dough the other day, and I was going to eat some of it, but I'm going to be nice and not. No, that's okay. If I wanted to eat someone's cookie dough, I'd eat my sister's. I'll leave yours alone. Just get things set up a little bit here. Sorry if the camera shakes. Miss Lilo is a little bit antsy again today, apparently. What are you doing? What are you doing, miss? Are we going to have a repeat of last stream? Oh, you think so, eh? You're a bad girl, you know that? I'm just kidding. Oh, that's exciting, Jody. Okay, no worries, hon. Hey, I liked you better when you were further that way. Hi, Kenny. Thanks for joining, hun. Let me put you back up a little bit. No, hey, you don't have to leave. You don't have to leave. Lay down. Lay down. You're good. Just not on. No. Not. Look, you're not. Ah. You are a brat. You know that. Come here. Lay down right here. Right there. No, right there. Right there. Stay there. There you go. Good girl. That's better. There. Now you can cuddle and I can color. Okay, let's go ahead and zoom in here. And since she's on my book, I can't really move it around, so I'll just work with what we can see on camera. Also, it's going to be a lot of colors. Ones that we've already used, because we're going to use the same colors throughout the whole picture, but I'm going to be constantly picking them up. So let's start with the blues. Let me just get my colors in order again here so it's easier to find the ones I'm looking for. I'm probably not going to use too much greens on the tree since the tree itself is green. We'll probably do a few different green ornaments, but nothing too crazy. Let's see. That's gray. There we go. So what's everybody up to today? The other thing is these bells, we will be bringing in a couple different colors, mostly just brown for the tree, and then yellow for, of course, the stars and the bells, and then our tags on our presents will be kind of a yellowed kind of color too. Miss Lilo, bad girl.
See any closer?
Yeah, do you want to get some? I texted you, you never replied. No, he hasn't. Thank you. You're knocking my pencils over. Apparently she's out of here. Mr. Sanford, watching YouTube while working. Tisk tisk. That must be one of your favorite books, eh, Robin? What do you need?
Why do you just show to me the dad?
Daddy's going to.
Oh.
Close the door over, please.
I will.
Thank you. Okay, now we can start at the top since I can move my book around. So I'm gonna go in with the deep indigo. And I'm just gonna kind of randomly pick out ornaments and give them a little bit of a shadow with this. So just wherever I want blue ornaments for the most part, or we can even use the blue as a shadow for purple. Oh, well then you're not currently killing trees. I knew that. Oh, that's pretty cool. So is the reprint the same or is it different than the original one? Oh, okay. One second, this thing one's out. There you go, girl. She's always in and out, that one. You may notice too, for the most part, I'm keeping my shadows kind of the same as our shadows around the ornaments. So they're more at the bottom and to the right. Oh, thanks, Erin. Have a good day at work. Let me know when you're coming down, when you know. I think we'll make this little bird kind of like a blue and a pink bird. Okay, so again, that was all with the deep indigo. Now I'm going to move on to the bright blue. Okay. Is that for sure, or that's just what you're thinking? If you're still here. Color down enough. Okay, so I'm going to bring the bright blue just out slightly from the indigo blue. Or deep indigo, I think it's called. I'm not going to bring it all the way up to the top, so I'm going to leave little bits of white, although it probably will get colored in when we use our water brush, just because the areas are so small. But it'll still give us a slight highlight, and even then we'll probably come back in with a white pen anyways to put in our highlights. Why, hello miss, what's your tail? Oh, your tail always bumps my camera, miss. Right, lay down. No, right there. Yep, good girl. Good girl. Oh no. You make this very difficult, you know that? You are just a little brat. I'm also going to put a little bit of shadow with the bright blue in here. Kind of working all over the place. I'm gonna, for the most part, I'm gonna stick to one color. Will you? Oh my goodness, you are just all over the place too, aren't you? Sorry guys, lots of camera shaking today apparently. So what I'm gonna do, just because I don't want to overpower the tree with colors, and I don't want too much of one color on the tree, is I'm just going to work, I'll put in blues first, activate it, then maybe put in some pinks, activate it, and just kind of work that way, just because I can't really envision how I want this to look yet, so just kind of do it slowly but surely. Maybe put a little bit of bright blue in on this bauble too. And actually, as we work our way down, I'm going to go in and activate the ones that we've already colored in. Making sure I don't have too much water on my water brush. It's the only downside to these brushes that I use. When you first open them, they seem to pool water. I don't know why, but as long as you just kind of rub that water off before going in, it seems to work fine. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, sweetheart. I hope you feel better. Thanks for stopping by anyways. No need to apologize. Carbon, honey, have a drink of water, please.
All right.
Thank you. Poor little guy. I just can't stop coughing. Oh, sorry, you guys can't see. work our way down and just carry on with the bright blue. If anyone is following along with this, you wouldn't have to do the colors exactly for the ornaments. You could probably do them however you want and they'd still look pretty good. If not better, because some people can just envision colors a little bit better when there's so much going on like this. I can't envision it in my head. You don't have to apologize for coughing, sweetheart. It's okay. I love you too, honey. Okay, so there's quite a bit of blue on the tree. I really like how that's looking. So we'll just go in and add a little bit of pinks now too. So we can do kind of a variation of pink and purple, of course. And I was originally thinking about doing the star yellow, but I'm kind of playing around with the idea of having it pink too, kind of an untraditional kind of thing. But I'm not very sure. I'm not very good at making decisions today, that's for sure. Let me just pull out my color swatches here. So does anybody have any New Year's resolutions or anything set? Okay, we'll start with the purple first. I'm going to pull out Deep Violet. And again, same as before, I'm just going to go in and just kind of pop this in randomly and use it for shadows. I'm also not sure what we're going to do with the garlands yet either. Whether we keep them one color or do like a rainbow of colors. Well, any kind of goals. What are your goals, Miss Robin? Reading or otherwise? I definitely want to start reading more. I don't make enough time for that. Usually because when I get in a book, I really get in a book and then I don't want to put it down and I become obsessed with it and I will literally read for hours, like till 4 in the morning to get it done. Kind of one of those people who kind of overdoes it sometimes. Unintentionally, but I do. Okay, now I'm going to come in with the thistle. Same thing as before, I'm going to run that into the deep violet and just kind of bring it out a little bit. Just wherever we put our deep violet. Holy, I probably haven't even read 10 books this year. You amaze me, woman. I couldn't do it. I really couldn't. Have another drink, sweetheart. Sorry, Kitty just hopped down. Sorry, you guys can't even see that. It's okay. All I'm doing is activating anyways, nothing too crazy. So again, with the deep violet, just going to work our way down, let the top dry. This little bird here, I think we'll do the purple top too. That sounds pretty good. As long as you don't let yourself get too stressed out by your schedule. What's up, sweets?
But what are you going to do to lunch?
It's not quite lunchtime yet, baby. Are you getting hungry again already? You just ate.
Why are you hungry?
Okay.
I didn't eat much.
You ate a lot. I gave you a really big bowl of cereal, dude.
I don't get hungry.
Do you mind if I ask if that's what your status was about a week or two ago? I think it was you. I was going to ask, but I didn't really want to pry. I can't remember. It was something about a stream though, and I don't know, maybe being blocked from it or something. I can't quite remember. Pretty sure it was you, but I've been wrong before. You can talk about reading in my stream all you want. It's understandable that we're all here for coloring, but we all enjoy lots of other stuff too. Oh, I don't know who would block you. You're amazing. Again, going in with the thistle. Just same as last time, just popping that color in there. Hi, Nick and Tina. I hope you're both doing wonderful. You're so welcome, Robin. Okay, I think that's it for our purple. So go in and activate that. Excuse me, Speed Racer. What are you doing? Why are you so crazy lately, huh? No. Get your bum and watch your tail. Come here. Oh my goodness. Okay, you sit on my lap here. You sit right there. Ouch. Watch your claws. Kiwi, lay down. Lay down. Oh, you're bad. You know, I wasn't busy all morning and you wanted nothing to do with me. How come as soon as I'm streaming, you just have to be in my arms, huh? How does that work? Ouch. Gentle girl. Okay, so there's our purple in there, and if I can see where my book is on the page. Thanks, Nick and Tina. Okay, so next I'm going to pick up the Shiraz. And we're definitely going to use this for the candy canes because it's the closest color to red. So pop that in there. Might do this just for the candy canes. Maybe use this for a shadow on a couple other ones, but for the most part I want the tree to be mostly purples and pinks and blues. But since the only other color aside from yellow that I plan on adding, or is yellow, or actually the only color that I plan on adding to this other than yellow is the pinks, I think. So we're going to need to break up a couple spaces, kind of like clusters like this where they're uncolored. So stars will probably be gold, but then we've got these two baubles right here. So we're just going to come in and give this a shadow with the Shiraz. Star, I'm using the Derwent Ink Tints pencils. absolutely love these pencils on Johanna's paper. They work so well. Well, I guess in Johanna's books, I guess. It's not really her paper, but the paper that they use for her books. So, I think the underbelly of this bird is probably going to be pink, so maybe do this just a slightly different pink here with the Shiraz. Same with this bauble here. And let's do this one here too. Okay, then moving down here. Let's see, we'll do this one maybe. And then maybe this one here. Okay, after that, I'm going to come in with the dark purple, and this is going to be kind of a base for the pink, I think. Just going to use this kind of sparsely. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that one. But just in the shadows, and then we'll fade it out. Hi Mia, thanks for joining, sweetheart. And everybody who's lurking, thanks for being here. I hope everybody's doing wonderful today. Have a drink, baby. Okay, with that done, we're going to go in with the fuchsia. And everywhere that I put the dark purple, I'm going to put the fuchsia in. And I'm actually going to put the fuchsia over top of the bright blue here on this ornament. And then I'm just very, very lightly going to pop the fuchsia in where we put the Shiraz as well. Actually, I forgot this little bird here, so I'm going to switch to the bright blue, I think. We'll use that for the shadow of this bird. And then back to the fuchsia, and we'll just color that in. I'm actually going to leave the lighter parts of the blue on this ornament. We'll kind of have it as more of like a whiter toned ornament, I think. Hi Dorothy, thanks for joining, sweetheart. So now I have to ask, are you the same Dorothy in the Canadian group or a different Dorothy? Again, just really lightly here with the Shiraz. The Canadian group, were you the same Dorothy that was telling me that the Creative Haven was in stock in Canadian Walmarts? Maybe not, because I think that Dorothy's last name started with a W. Okay, figured I'd ask. Kind of caught my eye. I wasn't sure if it was you or not. Okay, with all that done, we're going to pop back up to the top and just start activating everything that we've colored in now. Making sure to clean our brush off in between colors. Poor kid is just coughing his head up but refuses to drink water. What do you need? Love you. Love you. Okay. Yeah, he's still feeling pretty rough. Thankfully, he's doing quite a bit better than he was before. He doesn't have a fever and he's more energetic, but that cough just won't leave him alone. Bless you. I'm not sure how I've managed to avoid getting as sick as those two are, but definitely thankful. I don't know what we would have done if we were all sick. Thankfully, I could take care of them. They are. I wake up and go to sleep with a sore throat, but then during the day it just kind of goes away. And then it comes back at night. I don't know, it's very weird. But they have theirs pretty much throughout the whole day. Especially Carbon. Rain's not quite so bad. Probably because he actually drinks water. Carbon refuses to, so his throat's always agitated and he coughs a lot. Oh, well, that's okay, Dorothy. I appreciate the knowledge anyways. I wonder if they would still sell them. Maybe I can try and Google something. We have cough syrup that's supposed to work really good, but it's not really helping. Okay. Just trying to see if I've missed anything. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my apple green. And I've just kind of realized that for a lot of these, the ones with like little circles, they're like the hooks that the ornaments hang, that they use to hang the ornaments on the tree. So I'm guessing that we'd probably be able to see the tree through them. So any that I didn't already color in, I'm just going to go ahead and do that and then activate. Okay. So the only things left that I want to color on here with the colors we already have out is the bows, I think. So start with this one. Oh, thank you so much, Dorothy. I will definitely check that out. Thank you. Okay, so this first bow, let's do it pink, I think. But I want a purple base, so I'm going to put in the deep indigo, kind of for the shadows. And then we'll go in over top of that with the fuchsia. And we'll activate that. This bow is going to be very similar, but I'm going to grab the bright blue instead of the deep indigo, and we'll use that for the shadows. And then again, we'll take our fuchsia and just go over top of that and bring it out. Thanks, Dorothy. It's definitely a lot more time consuming than I thought. I thought it was maybe going to take 2 streams. This is already the 3rd stream, and I was thinking that we probably wouldn't even need to use the whole stream for it, but it looks like we might have to. Okay, and then we have the bow here. Yeah, exactly. It's those little things that you don't really think about that take that extra time. And I'm going to do the exact same thing, except this time we'll use the peacock blue for our shadows. Except for on the inside, I'm going to grab the deep indigo blue again, and I'm just going to lightly put that in there. I don't want too much of this, but just enough to make the purple in there a little bit darker. And actually, let's put a little bit of the peacock blue just underneath the center of the ribbon. And then we'll go in with our fuchsia and color that in. And then we'll go ahead and activate that. Two seconds. I'm just gonna, Rain's out and about, so I'm just gonna text him with those sore throat pops that Dorothy was talking about. Maybe Rain can stop by. Oh, actually, for some reason I thought that said Shoppers. We actually don't have a Target here. But I wonder if they'd be anywhere else. Okay, so the only other thing I want to do with these colors, I think, I want to keep these garlands really light. It's kind of like a light blue color, so I'm actually going to bring in the iris blue. Keep drinking lots of water, Kim.
Alright.
Yeah, we never did have a Target here. We had one in Medicine Hat, but actually I don't think that's there anymore either. I think they they took it out. Thank you, Dorothy. That'd be wonderful. Okay, so I'm going to take my iris blue and I'm just going to pop a little bit of color in the very center of these. I'm about to make him gargle some apple cider vinegar, but he definitely wouldn't like that. Yeah, we have Walmart. They have them there? I wonder if Rain was going to Walmart. He has this bad habit of never taking his phone into the stores. So if I need anything, I can't get a hold of him unless he's in the truck. And he refuses to go back into a store once he's already been in it. I really need to get my license. Hi, Dawn. Hopefully you're doing good today. Thanks for joining. I'm just going to text Rain, and if he hasn't gone to Walmart, I'll see if he'll check for them there. Bless you. I'm not sure if we have any of those here. Hopefully Walmart will have it though. I know that's one store we do have. The only kind of main stores we have here, we have Walmart, Shoppers, we have an IGA, which is now Freeze and Bros. I don't think you guys have them in the States though. I think that's about it for the bigger chain stores. Don't really have much here. We're kind of a small city. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm missing my words today, guys. I'm just gonna come in with my water brush and I'm just gonna very lightly and quickly go over the color because I don't really want to drag it out too much. I want it to stay in the center. So I'm just gonna brush it enough to activate it, and I'm going to clean off my brush after every single time. And my autofocus is going crazy, so I'll keep my other hand in the frame and hopefully it will stop doing that. Yes, much better. Okay. And my line of thinking with this is I'm hoping it's super subtle. We'll see how it looks, and if we want, we can go back in and add a touch of pink to it later too, which I think we might do. Let me just move my sheet here out of the way. Okay, so we'll let that dry for now, and then we'll pull out our other colors, which the only other colors we're going to add into this is going to be brown, and then kind of like a goldish yellow color. So, let's see here. Okay, so for the brown, so we also have Payne's Gray. I don't think I want to put too much of that in there, though. So we've got the tree trunk, and then I was thinking about doing the bucket part of the tree brown too. Not quite sure though. Thinking kind of like a brownish red. We'll start off brown, and that's the great thing about ink pens is we can always go back over with a red to bring out reds in it more. So I'm going to grab the bark, and I want it to be darker, so let's go with sepia ink maybe, or no, that might be a little too similar. Let's go with oak. So just bark and oak. So first I'm going to come in with the bark, and I'm just going to bring this in along the lines that Johanna already has drawn in here. Doesn't have to be neat, it's better if it's not. Also going to outline this a little bit, fade it out. And this will help give it a rounded shape, so that way it looks like it kind of continues going in behind rather than just being flat. And then I'm also just going to create a little bit of a shadow, again to the bottom and more to the right, kind of following in with our lighting. After that, I'm going to switch to the oak. I'm just going to bring this out from where we put the bark. Again, does not have to be neat. I'm leaving little bits of white highlight. They probably won't stay, but they will be a little bit lighter than everything else at least. And then I want the tree trunk to be pretty dark, so I'm just going to do completely bark here, complete bark. going to color it in completely with bark. I really can't talk today. I'm just going to start off darker around the sides, and of course at the bottom of the tree there'd be a little bit of a shadow here. And then I'm just going to soften up my pressure as we get to the center and just fade it out. And then we'll come in and activate that, starting from the center area and working our way into the darker areas. Clean off our brush, do the same thing, work our way to this side. And then for the bucket, I'm just going to work back and forth, going up and down along here. Clean off my brush every time I touch the darker brown. There you go. I do like that, but I definitely do want it to have a reddish tint, I think. So we'll let that dry and then we'll go back in. For now, what I'm going to do before we choose our colors for our golds and yellows is I'm going to grab the fuchsia. And I'm going to do this by just taking a bit of color off the tip of the pencil and then just going to dot it in the very center of these bulbs, just over top of the blue. Just super subtle, but enough to change up the color just a little bit. So what's everybody doing today? If you're working on any coloring, what are you working on? Or have anything on the go, even if you're not working on it at this moment? I'm trying to get one more done in Hannah's first book. And then I'll probably call it a year for that. I don't even think I reached the halfway mark, so I'm not doing very good on my goal, but I'll get there eventually. Well, that sounds fun, Dorothy. Ooh, Mythomorphia. I've been wanting to work in that one too. There's so many double page spreads though, and I just can't bring myself to start any of them. Especially this close to the year, because I want to go into 2019 without any works in progress. Okay, there we go. So it's super subtle, but really pretty. And then while we wait for that to dry, we'll pick out colors. Hi, Shonda. Thanks for joining, sweetheart. Hope you're doing good. Flowers and Gems. That rings a bell, but I can't picture which book that is. So you better kick up the pace here. let's see. So I want the stars on the tree to be quite a bit brighter. So definitely want some of the sun yellow, or even a Charlotte lemon. Which one's brighter? They're both the same. I'm gonna go for the sun yellow though, I think. And then just to kind of tone it down so it's not super, super bright, maybe we'll throw a little bit of I'm thinking mustard. It's one of my favorite goldy colors. We'll probably also use that for the gold. So for the bells and stuff, we'll definitely be using the mustard. Or actually, no, let's grab amber for that. So we'll go for more of like a brownish gold color. So we'll grab amber and then I think just oak, and that should be good for our gold. We should already have the oak out. So starting at the very top star here, I think I will just do it yellow. Hi Andrew, fancy seeing you here. Hope you're doing good today. Thank you, Shonda. I appreciate that. Like I was just saying, it's taken a lot longer to color this page than I thought it would. There's so many tiny details that I didn't really account for. Okay, so I'm going to come in on the sun yellow, and I'm just, with the sun yellow, and I'm just going to color in the middle star part. We'll probably go around with gel pen to finish the outside, I think. Or maybe we'll just do it in the gold color. Yeah, we'll do it the gold color. So, sun yellow for that, and then we're going to grab the mustard. And I'm going to concentrate this in along the lines here. And then I'm also going to kind of bring this in along the outside too. Run it all along the edges. So we're basically just outlining these shapes, just like that. Then we'll grab the amber. I'm just going to lightly pop this in for now. And then I'm going to darken it up a little bit in the corners here. And then going in with our oak, we'll pop that in just the very corners. And that should hopefully give us kind of a goldish look, hopefully. I guess we'll find out right now. Starting in the lighter area, working our way down, and that does look pretty gold to me, so I'll take it. I kind of wanted that muted browny gold color just to kind of tie it in with the browns of the trunk, and then the basket, or whatever you want to call it, that the tree is sitting in is going to be more of a reddish color, so that'll tie it into the Shiraz color that we have throughout the picture, hopefully. There we go, and that actually goes a lot better with the green of the tree than I was hoping for, so definitely happy with that. So the bells are going to be the golden color, and then the stars are going to be the yellow color. So let me just bring this up a little ways here. Too much. Okay, so in with the sun yellow. Again, just going to color in all these stars. I had any Christmas stencils, it'd be perfect for the background. I think we're just going to do maybe a simple chalk pastel background though. Hey Nick and Tina, do you guys stream tonight or no? And then we're going to come in with the mustard, and this time instead of outlining the stars, I'm just going to stick this in kind of darkly along the center of the stars. So in along the lines, I'm going to trace over those, and then I'm just going to bring it out and fade it out into the sun yellow. Oh no, Andrew. I have that problem all the time. I do not know my limit when it comes to food. It's just so good you don't want to stop, but the feeling after is not worth it. Same time as usual, right? I think it's about 6 p.m. Eastern, I think. I should hopefully be able to make it this time. I don't think I have anything planned for tonight. I should knock on wood there, watch something pop up. Hi Louise, thanks for joining, sweetheart. Okay, and then for the bells, we're gonna come in with the amber. I'm gonna start in on the right side and the bottom, and then I'm just gonna bring this up a little bit and fade it out. I'm gonna pop this in on the bottom too. I basically want to cover in the whole bell with it. Hi Christine, thanks for joining, sweetheart. I don't know what that is, but that sounds amazing. I don't blame you for wanting to eat all of it. Thank you, hun. Okay, next going in with the oak, and I'm going to keep this in along the side here, in on the right side, and then underneath, I'm just going to color in this little bit here, a little bit darker underneath to make it shadowed, of course. And then we'll drop down to this bell and do the same thing. Hi, Melissa. Thanks for joining. Thanks everybody for being here. So again, in with the amber, a little bit darker on the bottom and the top, and then we'll fade it out. Color in this area and up here. And then come in with the oak on the right side, fade it out, and a little bit firmer at the bottom here. Okay, and then we'll go in and activate all of that. So start with this bell. I'm just going to activate the top part here first. Clean off my brush, and then of course start in the lightest area and work your way to the darkest area. This actually might be my new favorite gold combination for the ink tints. Oh, again, I'll keep my hand here, that way my autofocus doesn't go crazy. These stars, I'm going to start at the very points of them, and then I'm going to work my way towards the center and then clean my brush off every time because we don't want to make our highlighted areas darker. Hi, Candy. Thanks, Christine. I love using the ink tints. They're definitely one of my favorite pencils. Which is crazy because I'm really not one for watercolor products, but I love my ink tints, love my nail colors. Actual watercolors though, totally hopeless with. These stars just aren't getting the depth that I want from them. I think I'm going to activate them and then I'm going to go back in with the oak along the lines just to define them a little bit more. That's one thing that I struggle with. I think I choose colors that are too similar to each other because I'm afraid that it's going to look horrible if I go for a color that's kind of more out there. But I find lately I'm actually craving those colors that are more out there because they just look really dramatic and they draw your eyes to them. Yeah, I think that's what I like, is the control. Just normal watercolors are a little bit too messy for my liking and kind of unpredictable if you don't know what you're doing. Or I guess even if you do know what you're doing. Okay, so while we wait for that to dry, we'll come down here and I'm just going to grab my Payne's Gray. I'm going to go really dark in along the center and to the right of this tree stump, so as if it's casting a shadow this way, because again our light is kind of coming from the top left, so all of our shadows have been the bottom right. And then I'm just going to lighten this and fade it out to almost nothing at the very tops of the, I don't know, bucket. I don't know what this is called. There's probably an actual name for it, but we don't use real trees for Christmas, so I'm not sure what you would put them in. Just kind of like a pot, I suppose. Don't mind me. Oh, thank you, Dorothy. Okay, so then for the tags on our presents here, I want the Sicilian yellow. Carbon, honey, have a drink of water, please. Thank you, poor little guy. Okay, so coming in with the Sicilian yellow, I'm just going to lay this down over all the tags. Kind of using a medium pressure. I want the color to be really on there, but I don't want it too dark at the same time because I kind of want that old paper kind of effect. And then we've just got one more tag here. And then I'm going to grab the oak, and again, bottom and right, we're going to have a little bit of a shadow. So I'm just going to pop that in on all of these. And then we'll go ahead and activate it, starting in the Sicilian yellow and bringing it down towards the oak. And again, I want to make this bucket a little bit more on the reddish side, so I'm going to take the Shiraz and I'm going to color just lightly over top with that. I'm going to color over top of the whole thing. And this shouldn't do too much. It won't make it like bright red, but it should give it more of a red tint to it, which is what I'm kind of looking for. So then we'll go back in and activate it. The last thing that I want to change before we go in with our gel pen is just the stars. And again, I'm just going to take the oak and I'm just going to kind of trace the outlines of the stars with this. Maybe do it for the top of the star too on the tree. Two seconds, guys. I'll be right back. Actually, let's start at the top here, I think, and then we'll go ahead and activate. So I'm just going to run my water brush along where I put in the oak, and then I'm going to wipe it clean to get a lot of the oak color off, and then I'll go back in and just kind of very carefully drag the color out just slightly, just so it's not too harsh. I want it to kind of fade into the sun yellow, but still be a little bit more noticeable. And that just makes the shadows of the star look a little bit sharp, and it makes them look more 3D. Hi, Charlotte. How are you today, hon? And another thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to take some of the Sicilian yellow on the tip of my water brush, and I'm just going to color in these little birds' faces and their mouths, or beaks I suppose, not mouths. There, just like that. So it's quite the stack of pencils that we used for this page. Oh, I'm doing good, Charlotte. Thank you for asking. I still only have a slight cough in the mornings and in the evenings. Both boys are doing better. The little one has quite a cough, though. And of course, he's doing his best not to drink water, which is not helping him at all. Okay, I'm going to zoom out here when we do our gel pen work, just because you guys might be getting sick of me moving the book around like crazy. So this way we can just get a better area here. And of course, I'm just going to be using glitter gel pens and a couple metallic gel pens. And I'll start with the metallics. How are you doing today, Charlotte? I absolutely love seeing pictures of your little grandbaby on Instagram. She's so sweet. Okay, so I'm going to take my gold gel pen and I'm going to outline the star with it. So the outer star, and then I think I'm going to outline the inner star as well. That includes the lines going in the center. It is. I've been telling him to drink water throughout this whole stream, and then I go out and his water's barely been touched. He keeps telling me he's drinking it. I'm like, no. Okay, I'm gonna color in the, I used to know the name for those, the dangly bit in the bell. I actually used to be in bell choir when I was in grade 6. So I feel like I should know what that's called. There is a proper name for it, but I cannot think of it right now. I'm going to do the same thing with these stars, just kind of outline them. Got this Lilo hair everywhere. Yes, I agree with Christine. What are we congratulating Charlotte for? Either way, congratulations, Charlotte. I'm not sure for what, but... Only if you want to tell. Don't let us pressure you. Oh, okay. I had a feeling it had something to do with Zadie, but I wasn't sure. I think that's it for the gold. So now we'll move on to the silver, and I'm just going to use my light silver metallic gel pen. Move back up to the top here, and what I'm going to use this for is all of these little hangy bits. These loops I'll just kind of trace over top just to give them a metallic look. And then any of the kind of tops or bottoms that I didn't have colored in, I'll color them in with this. Okay, and that'll probably be it for the silver as well, I think. Unless we want to pop some in for detail, but I'm not 100% sure. Nah, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. So, I'll put some silver on the line on this one. I don't want to go too crazy with the silvers because I want to get some glittery gel pens in there as well. This one I'm just going to pretty much outline the whole ball. We'll color in the line on this one silver. The top line on this one maybe the middle line we'll trace on that. Let's outline this one as well. And then maybe just the top line on this, and that should be enough. Just gives us a little bit more of a metallic look. I really like that. And then we'll move on to the glitter. It's good that you're getting to spend some time with her though, Charlotte. I'm super happy for you. Okay, so I think what I want to do for these bulbs, just to kind of keep it interesting, is use different colors for each one. So for example, this blue one up top, I'm not going to use blue to outline it. I'm going to use pink, because I think it'd look pretty. So I'm just going to outline that in pink. And that one will probably outline in purple. These two will do blue. We'll outline this one here in pink, maybe, as well as color in that. Let's outline this purple one in pink as well. A couple dots in at the bottom. We'll outline this one in pink too, and color this in. I'm just going to kind of pick out some random ones just to kind of outline. Thanks, Charlotte. That's the only thing with working with so much gel pen too, is I'm going to have to be pretty careful. I want to rub my hand through it. Okay, so that should be good for the pink. We'll grab the light blue next. Work our way back to the top. And again, I'm just going to randomly pick some of these out. Try not to do too many, because I still want to come in with the purple and possibly the dark blue if I have enough left to do. So we'll do the purple first, because I for sure want some purple, and then if we have enough left, I'll come in with the dark blue. It does, doesn't it, Charlotte? And especially when you're using glitter, it's super fun. I'm gonna try to not be hasty with this here. Don't really want to go over Kate's time, if I can help it. Okay, so last color I'm gonna bring in is the dark blue. Oh, thank you so much, Wendy. I really appreciate that. Thanks for stopping in. So pretty much anything that hasn't been outlined yet, you know, aside from like stars and candy canes, I'm going to come in and outline with the dark blue. There we go. I think I got everything. So now I'm just going to grab my Sakura Clear Stardust pen. Ooh, that's exciting, Christine. Charlotte, Jody was here earlier, but I think she went to take her little minis to see Santa. Oh, good night, Wendy. Have a wonderful sleep. Okay, so coming in with the Stardust pen, I definitely want to color in the white of the candy canes. And then I'm going to start by just outlining these circles, but I kind of want to color them in. Actually, yeah, let's go ahead and color them in. We'll still be able to see the color through that we put in the center, but it's just going to make them really, really stand out. Oh, and I just realized I wasn't quite done with the gel pen. I missed 2 bows. Actually, we should put a little bit of glitter on the birds too, I think. We've got about 15 minutes left. Our pastel background shouldn't take too long, so we should be done right on time. It's crazy to think that this picture has taken, well, when it's done, it will have taken 6 hours to color. And I'm pretty sure when I started on this page, I'm pretty sure I said, hey, let's pick an easy, quick one. I was wrong. I'm in love with this pen. This is the same pen that Hannah uses for her her cards and stuff when she puts glitter on them, except she somehow mixes it with water to kind of make it more like the Wink of Stella pen. Though I don't know how she does it because I've tried and I just can't get the crazy intense amount of glitter that she does. I might have to request a video from her to put on her YouTube. So actually two more things here. I'm going to grab my yellow glitter pen. And I'm going to outline this bell. Because everything else is outlined. I feel like that needs to be outlined too. Oh, and then back in with my clear pen because I forgot the candy canes. And then what else did I say? Oh yeah, we'll do the birds and the bows. Birds and bows, don't forget. Hi, Crafty Kitty. Thanks for joining. And just take the yellow and we'll outline this bell as well. Probably should have outlined that in the metallic gold, but I kind of like the glitteriness of it anyways. Okay, and then this bird here, I think I'm just going to outline him in pink. It's basically going to outline everything except his little face. I'm going to leave that. And then I'm going to switch to the light blue for this bird here. Same thing. I'm going to outline everything on him except for his face. I'm going to hop down to this ornament right here because I totally forgot about it. And we'll do that with the blue as well. And same with this bow. Let's do this bow in blue. I don't think I've forgotten anything else except for this bow down here. Oh, that's okay, Charlotte. I appreciate you stopping in. Thank you for the compliment. I've really enjoyed coloring it. Okay, and then now I'm just coming in with my dark blue. I'm just going to go over all the lines Johanna has for this bow. Okay, I think that's it for our sparkle. So let me see if I can zoom out more here. Here we go. And we've got quite a bit of sunlight today, so hopefully we can get the sparkle to show up on camera. It's very hard to get the sparkles to show up, but they definitely look really pretty in person. So now I'm going to grab my pastels and I think I'm going to keep the background blue. So let me just move my book out of the way here for a minute. Remove some stuff, don't mind the noise. Oops. There goes a paintbrush. Thanks, Christine. So I keep my pastels in the Prismacolor box because I'm a pack rat and I don't like throwing things away. And let's see, I've got my pastel colors here. So definitely want the green because it's kind of like a lightish aqua blue color. And then the Prussian blue, maybe the light blue to blend. So Prussian, light blue, and green. So green is there. It's almond, dark, light, medium. There's the Prussian blue. And then we said light blue, right? Yeah. Maybe let's grab the dark blue too. We'll see if we can get a little bit of an ombre effect here. So these are just the, they're Artist Love pastels. They were super cheap and I actually really love them. I'm gonna need a couple makeup sponges too. Try and match my colors here. So this was probably for the green. This I could use for light blue, Prussian blue, and dark blue. So it works out perfectly.
You look pretty.
Good. Is Daddy trying to get in?
Yeah, he got home through to and son gave to my throat.
Oh goodness. Daddy spoils you, doesn't he? Oh, you're a pretty lucky boy. You go eat then. I love you. Oh boy, that kid is spoiled. Okay, so unfortunately this is all I can, oh no, that's not all I can zoom out. What the heck? Okay, here we go. That's way better. So now I just want, I'm going to take some wax paper. Don't mind the noise. I'm just going to lay this in behind, that way I don't get pastel all over the place. And then I'm going to start with the lightest color. So I'm just going to take an X-Acto knife and I'm going to scrape the chalk dust off. He does, doesn't he? Yeah, he sounded terrible before. So a lot happier too, and he's actually eating, which is super nice. So then I'm going to take that and I'm just going to start rubbing it into the page. I'm going to try to avoid where I've colored because unlike Prismacolors, which are wax, the color will kind of go over and dilute the Derwent Inktense. So it's the only downfall to doing this, but it'll be worth it, I think. So I'm just going to go and gently cover the whole page. Some spots I'm not going to be able to avoid missing. But the nice thing with this is because the Inktense is permanent, I can come back in with an eraser and erase it off of anywhere I don't want it. And I might end up going a little bit over Kate's time, unfortunately, but thankfully she usually streams a little bit later than her noted time. Okay, so there's our layer of green, and that already looks pretty awesome. So next we're going to switch to, let's see, the light blue. Don't need quite as much of this one. So I'm going for kind of a vignette kind of look. I don't know if I said that already. So I'm just going to kind of add this in the corners and the top, kind of bring it out a little bit. I think I'm going to try to avoid the very top as much as I can because I'm not sure how many layers of pastel this paper will take, and I don't have fixatives, so don't really want to go too crazy. go in with the Prussian blue. This is one thing I've noticed too though. It really sticks to the oil of your fingerprints. Hey Jody, did you manage to take the littles to see Santa? Okay, and then next we're going to switch to the darkest blue. And this I want to keep to the very edges and corners. Oh, bless him. He's so sweet. So after putting our darkest color in, we can switch back. I'm going to switch back to the Prussian blue side. I'm just going to kind of blend that into the darkest blue a bit. And then I'm going to continue doing that, so I'm going to switch to the light blue and blend that into the Prussian blue. And then lastly, I'm going to put a little bit more of the green down. Just push a little bit more of that color in around the edges just to darken it up. And this is messy, as you can probably tell by my hands. But it's worth it. It's super simple, only takes a couple minutes, and it's pretty much done. The only thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to just very, very gently and carefully wipe the dust off my page. Pastel dust is not good for your lungs, so you definitely don't want to get it in the air. Christine, I probably should, but I actually don't. And I've never really had a problem with it. What I do though is I will usually keep a sheet of paper over top of it if it's in a double page book. And eventually I find that once you have the other page colored, the pastel won't rub off onto the other page anymore. But on a single-sided book like this, I wouldn't really worry about it. But yeah, fixative is on my list to get in the future, but for now, I don't really worry about it. So the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my eraser here, and I'm just going to go over all the edges and everywhere that I might have or definitely did go over with the pastel. Even go one further and kind of create a glow around the ornaments and kind of just erase slightly around them. I think that'd actually be kind of pretty, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Take a little bit more time, but I think it'll be worth it. I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but there definitely is quite a bit of color coming off of these ornaments, so it's definitely worth it to do this extra step here. It does, doesn't it? I like that. Now I can't decide whether just to keep the glow around the ornaments or put a glow around everything. Definitely put a glow around the star here for sure, though. Crafty Kitty, I'm not really sure what they're made from, but basically the purpose of them, if I sprayed fixative on this page, it would kind of seal the pastel in. So it kind of works like a clear coat, actually. And as the name suggests, it just kind of fixes everything to the page. So makes it so it stays put. And then I do know that there are two different types of fixative. You can get a workable fixative, which means that you can put it in over top. And you could actually go in and keep working over top of it. So, for example, I could spray workable fixative on this page over top of the pastel, and then I would be able to go in and put more layers, whether it be pastel or pencil or whatever. You could pretty much put anything over top of it, but normal fixative you can't really go back over. Hopefully that helps. I don't really use it, so I'm not really an expert on it. That's just kind of what I've gathered from researching into it and watching streams from people who use it. Thanks, Shara. See, I don't think I'm gonna do a glow around the tree at all, but I think I might for the presents. I'm still gonna go in and just kind of erase this pastel over top of the tree. There is quite a bit coming off. Just gotta be careful around the gel pen because it might not be completely dry yet, and I don't want to smudge it. Put a glow around all of it? Okay. Why not? I'm having fun with it. It's just kind of a simple technique to add to an already simple background. Okay, there we go. I think one more thing that I'm going to do, I'm just going to go in and I'm going to add just some random little circle shapes here and there in the background, mostly near the darker colors because they stand out quite a bit more, but I will put some kind of in everywhere and just kind of random shapes inside, well, not really random shapes, they're all circles, but random sizes. Oh, thanks, Christine. Enjoy your work, honey. Well, that's okay, Crafty Kitty. It's one thing that's great about the coloring community is it's very informative and helpful. I agree. Thanks, Jody. You know, I was actually really nervous about doing the background for this because I'm usually not very good at them. I'm the first to admit it. But this is turning out awesome. And I will admit, this is my first time attempting to kind of do something like this too. So definitely quite smitten with it, that's for sure. There we go, and I think it's done. Wait, just one more right there if we can even see it. There we go. No, I don't think you have to worry about that happening here, Crafty. Okay, so I think this is done. I know. Oh, and just reading up ahead, I do notice that Robin mentioned hairspray. There are quite a few people that do use that as a fixative, but I definitely do not recommend it because from what I've heard is over time it will yellow your page. So it's definitely worth it to get an actual fixative rather than using hairspray. Again, no, that's just what I've heard. Shara, this is... It's called Mono Knock. It's by Tombow. And I'm pretty sure they have the Mono Zero too. This one was a lot cheaper. It's probably not quite as tiny as the Mono Zero, but I actually really like it. So it's probably like the cheaper alternative to that one, I think. Now that I've put a glow around the tree, actually, I'm just going to do one more thing here. See, I'm going to take my white Uniball pen and I'm just going to go over the areas that I kind of colored out of the lines because I was not paying attention. Just kind of hide them. And actually, what am I thinking? We need highlights anyways. Here I thought we were done. We are not done. We are very close to being done. I'm looking back at your question, Crafty, but I'm not sure what that is, so I couldn't help you. I'm sorry. Hi, Kawaii. Thanks for joining. Thank you. It's okay. As the saying goes, better late than never, right? Sorry guys, just concentrating here, trying to get this finished. Can't believe I almost forgot the highlights. There we go. It adds so much to a picture. You don't want to forget this. Jody, it is the Mono Knock, and it's actually 3.8. I don't know if that makes a difference. I think there's only one of these, and it's by Tombow. They also have the Mono Zero, which is a little bit more expensive, and I do believe it has a smaller eraser. So this is, I think, just the knockoff version of it, which I think is why they call it Mono Knock, but I'm not 100% sure. I really like it though. Oh, if you need a brush to apply it, Crafty, I don't think it would work very good because I imagine it could possibly smear whatever you're trying to seal. I could be wrong, but that's just my initial thought on it. I've never heard about it, so I can't say for certain. But anyways, guys, we finally got her finished. Took 6 hours, like 2 hours longer than I thought it would, but I think it was definitely worth it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and again, I am not streaming on Monday. We have a dentist appointment for my little one, so I'll be back on the 19th, and then again the evening of the 21st. I will try to remember to put all that information up in my community posts for you all to see, just as a reminder. But yeah, so thanks for hanging out with me again, and hopefully you enjoyed seeing this page colored. I know I definitely enjoyed it. I'm super happy with how it turned out. And I will hopefully see you guys next Wednesday. Thanks, everybody. You all have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time. Bye.